All right, stop scrolling. Seriously, for a moment. If you're sitting there right now, probably late at night, staring at your screen and Googling how long does it take to get a real estate license in New Jersey, listen up. You're about to waste 3 weeks, maybe even 3 months, that you absolutely do not have to. And trust me, in this business, time is money. I've been there. I know the feeling, that overwhelming sense of dread when you look at the requirements, especially that 75-hour course. It feels intimidating, less like an opportunity and more like a life sentence. But here's the thing, it isn't, not even close. I'm about to walk you through the exact step-by-step sprint that takes you from zero experience to a fully licensed real estate agent in the shortest legal window possible. My name's Harry. I've had the privilege of helping over 1,000 new agents navigate this maze, guiding them past the pitfalls and straight to their license. I remember the panic, the confusion, the feeling of being utterly lost in a sea of regulations and paperwork. But I also remember the sheer exhilaration of getting that license in hand, knowing I'd found the fastest path. Stick around because I'm not just giving you the blueprint. At the very end of this, I'm going to reveal the one rookie mistake that almost 90% of applicants still make. It's a simple oversight, but it's guaranteed to add an extra month or more to your timeline. You don't want to be that person. So let's cut through the noise, bypass the delays, and get you licensed. First, let's talk about the numbers that nobody in the industry seems to tell you up front. The cold hard truth is that the average person in New Jersey takes a staggering 4 months or longer to go from that initial thought of, hey, maybe I want to sell houses, to actually having a license hanging on their wall. 4 months. Can you imagine? That's an entire season, an eternity when you're eager to start a new career. Why does it take so long for most people? It's not because the process is difficult. It's because they follow what I call the default path. What's the default path? First, they pick a random real estate school without doing their homework. Second, they approach studying like it's preparation for medical school, which, let's be honest, it isn't. And then they just wait. They wait for motivation to strike. They wait for the right time. They wait for some magical surge of inspiration. But here's the secret. We're not doing any of that. We're not taking the default path. We're building a runway for liftoff, not a meandering garden path. Our compressed timeline, the sprint that I'm talking about, clocks in at just 5 or 6 weeks. Let me break that down for you. 2 weeks to wisely shop for the right school and absolutely crush the pre-licensing course. 1 focused week to prep like a pro for the state exam. 1 single pivotal day to pass that exam, and another week dedicated to flying through the fingerprinting and application review process. And then a week to choose and secure your sponsoring broker. We'll even add in another week just to be sure. You're looking at anything longer than 5 or 6 weeks, I'm telling you now, it's not thorough research. It's procrastination in a very convincing disguise. So are you in? Are you ready to ditch the delays and embrace the speed? Before you even think about dropping a single dime on classes, let's get the absolute basics out of the way. You need to make sure you check all the necessary boxes. This isn't rocket science, but it's non-negotiable. First, you need to be at least 18 years old. That's pretty straightforward, right? Second, you need a high school diploma or its equivalent, like a GED. This proves you have the basic educational foundation for the coursework. Third, you must be legally authorized to work in the United States. No surprises here, it's a professional career. And finally, and this is where some people get a little nervous, you need to possess good moral character. Essentially, this means you haven't been convicted of a felony that screams, hey, maybe I can't be trusted with other people's life savings. The New Jersey Real Estate Commission isn't trying to exclude people unnecessarily. They're primarily concerned with protecting the public, and part of that is ensuring that licensed agents are trustworthy. If you do have a record of past indiscretion, that might raise an eyebrow, here's my advice. Disclose it up front. Don't try to hide it. Don't hope it goes unnoticed. The Real Estate Commission absolutely hates surprises, and trying to conceal something will almost always cause more problems and delays than just being transparent from the start. They'll review your case, and often minor or old offenses won't disqualify you, especially if you've been rehabilitated. They just want to know. So if you've checked these boxes and you're still good to go, then fantastic. Let's move to step 2 immediately and keep that momentum building. 75 hours. When you first hear that number, it sounds like an eternity, doesn't it? Like some monumental academic undertaking that will consume your life for months. But let's put it in perspective. Netflix will happily let you binge watch 90 hours of whatever new drama or true crime documentary is trending this week without you even blinking. So 75 hours for a career-defining license? That's totally manageable, especially when you know the trick. The absolute key here is choosing the right delivery method for your pre-licensing education. Forget about the old school options. The fastest, most efficient way to get this done is through an online self-paced course. You log in on your own schedule, whatever and whenever works best for you. Imagine this, you wake up a little early, say 6 o'clock, before work, before the kids are up, before the day gets started. You knock out a couple of hours of coursework. Later in the day, a couple more. If you repeat that for 14 days, that's it. In 2 weeks, you're done. No commuting, no forced breaks, no small talk with strangers when you'd rather be learning. It's pure focused progress. Now compare that with alternatives. Live Zoom classes, while convenient, typically stretch the course out to between 8 and 12 weeks because they have to add in scheduled breaks, question and answer sessions, and even a bit of small talk. In-person classes, they are the slowest of the slow lane, usually taking a minimum of 6 weeks, often longer due to fixed schedules and classroom dynamics. We're not here for a leisurely stroll. We're here for a sprint. When you're picking up a New Jersey Real Estate License Commission's approved provider, look for one that allows you to download the PDFs of the course material. This is huge for studying on the go and making your own notes. Even better, find a school that lets you take the unit quizzes open book. This is where things get real. You've done the coursework, now you have to prove you've absorbed it. The state exam is 2 parts, a national portion and a state-specific portion. You've got 4 hours to complete it, which is plenty of time. If you study correctly, you should have no problem with 4 hours. You'll get done in probably 2. The national part has 80 questions and covers things like real estate law, contracts, and finance. The state portion has 30 questions and focuses directly on New Jersey-specific regulations. You need to score at least 70% to pass both sections. But here's the thing, you can fail one and still pass the other. If that happens, you only have to retake the part you failed. This is a game changer. It means you can focus your study efforts on the section you struggled with. When you pass, you'll be given a certificate that's valid for 1 year. Don't let it expire. That's a mistake that can cost you time and money, and a lot of rookies do that. They get sidetracked and they don't do the final steps. Don't let that happen to you. As soon as you pass the exam, the very next step is getting your fingerprints done for a background check. The Real Estate Commission requires this to ensure you have good moral character. They'll work with a third-party vendor, Indentco. You'll need to schedule an appointment, pay the fee, and get it done. The key here is not to delay. This is a step that can cause a major bottleneck if you procrastinate. Sometimes, again, rookies do that and they take a month or 2 to continue. You don't need to do that. You can get this going. Don't procrastinate. Your results are sent directly to the Real Estate Commission and they review your record. As I mentioned before, if you have a pass in discretion, it's best to be upfront about it on your application. You can't sell real estate in New Jersey without a broker. Your license isn't active until you're hung with a brokerage. Don't wait until you've passed the exam to start looking. You should be interviewing brokers and finding the right fit while you're taking your course. You can do that. Review their training programs, commission splits, and mentorship opportunities for new agents. The best brokers invest in their rookies. Once you find the right fit, they will submit a form to the Real Estate Commission to get your license activated. Once you've passed your exam, had your background check, and found a sponsoring broker, it's time to submit your final application. It's an online process, but you need to be careful. All your information must match your course certificates, your exam results, and your background check. One tiny typo or inconsistency can send your application back to the bottom of the pile. Double check your name, your address, and your social security number. Pay the fee online, and then it's just a matter of waiting for the Real Estate Commission to approve your license. 6 weeks, one incredible life-changing career. That's the formula. You meet the basic eligibility requirements. You absolutely crush that 75-hour pre-licensing course in a quick 14 days. You pass the state exam on your very first try. You get your fingerprints done immediately. You secure a sponsoring broker who actually prioritizes training and mentorship for rookies. And then you submit that final application without a single typo or missing document. Do it in that order. Follow this sprint and you will, without a shadow of a doubt, beat 90% of applicants who just wander through the process like it's some leisurely, scenic hike through the woods. Real estate at its core rewards speed, efficiency, and decisive action. The longer you wait, the more inventory you hand over to your competition, the more opportunities you miss. So don't just sit there. Download that checklist right now. Book your pre-licensing course tonight, and then drop a comment below, type "I'm in," so I know you're serious, that you're committed, and that you're ready to make this happen. I'll see you on the other side of that license number. Now go make it happen.